Me? I'm your host for tonight. This is Sergio.
Oh, snap. He stole it.
Swoop.
This is Alec.
It's like, oh, man, this is Shelby.
That's why they call me Swoop.
He did that like a cold opener from SNL.
Nice.
All right. So we got a few...
Back at it again with the white fans.
we got a few updates. Tour announcements.
No, we don't.
The biggest one being System of a Down and Incubus sharing the stage in the U.S.
As well as at the drive-in.
And at the drive-in. Oh, my God. I almost forgot about at the drive-in.
Can't forget that.
At the San Manuel Amphitheater and other places. I'm just naming San Manuel because I live in Southern California. Pretty rad.
It's pretty dope.
It's cool.
I think I'm going to go.
I kind of feel like you.
Why?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I would love to see them in a small club, and then being at the San Manuel, I'm like, I gotta buy a seat, and if I get pit tickets, it's gonna be like $180, and I'm gonna be like, ugh.
Dude, I'm just gonna get lawn tickets. There's nothing wrong with lawn tickets. I don't think there's anything wrong with going and seeing a band that's really big and popular, paying $45 or less.
But you're so far away.
Yeah, I know you're so far
and
away.
The sound quality is so bad.
You might as well just listen to them in your car.
But it's not that bad though.
You might as well just watch the live video because you could probably get a better view.
Yeah.
There's probably 4K cameras set up.
Watch somebody's Facebook live stream.
I just disagree with that just because I just think it's cool just to obviously support the bands that you
you're
always
nerd.
enjoyed.
Well,
listening when you were growing up, and then two, it's just like a cool thing just to do for the whole day. You're out in the open fields. It's I know it's gonna be really hot, but obviously you're gonna just drink beer all day and have a good time.
I can do that with headphones.
I'm on the same page of like when you go with friends, it's a good time.
It's cool.
Just I've been to so many like festivals and I'm going to Warped Tour, and it's kind of the same. I have the same idea about Warped Tour. I'm not even that stoked about Warped Tour, but I'm gonna go because we're all gonna go. It's gonna be a good time. So I get that. I totally get that.
I didn't buy my ticket.
Get your ticket. It's probably gonna sell out.
I was like, I still didn't buy it. So my bad.
It's gonna be a good time. I'm
not blaming you if you don't go because obviously other obligations. I'm just saying. I think it would be cool to go.
Kind of down.
It's not even that I have other obligations.
Have you ever seen Incubus?
No. And
Incubus would be really cool to see.
That's a good point.
I saw Incubus before in San Diego at an amphitheater.
I'm thinking about it right now.
They put on a really great show, dude. They put on a super amazing show. At the end, they ended with Aqueous Transmission. And Michael Ansinger just comes out with like this. It's called a pipa. It's a Chinese guitar or whatever. Amazing.
But this maybe was safer. This is going to be safe for later. But I'll bring up now. It's like I saw Circus Survive this weekend for $35, and although I
had a blast, right?
Yeah, I had an amazing time. But one of the coolest experiences ever was seeing Hail the Sun, and like I feel like they were at their best ever. Like I got the chills multiple times during their set. Yeah, I was totally blown away. Hail the Sun, such an amazing band. We talked about it before, but
Did you get goosebumps?
Yeah, I got goosebumps.
You legit got goosebumps?
I legit got goosebumps.
I read something over this past weekend that if you get goosebumps from listening to music or from a live show, there's something that there's a certain part of your brain that is let me see. There's a certain part of your brain that is. I guess the quote I'll use
false
is so grown and is so amplified that it takes part of another part of your brain like that should be developed and grown. It's weird. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I just thought it was kind of.
Don't think I'm following, but I kind of
basically.
I kind of get what you're
saying.
You're feeling it from somewhere else. Is that kind of what you're saying? Because that's
it's just basically it's like from at an early age. It just shows that you are more susceptible to emotions through auditory.
Okay. I wish.
And that's my thing. Is like you made this one comment like support your favorite bands, but it's like, I think we should support Hail the Sun, and I feel like we should support like bands like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to say it's more important, but I think it's more important.
Lesser bands.
I think it's more important. To support these,
I somewhat disagree.
Especially like a local artist. Like they're straight from California. They've been grinding for years, and they finally get on a huge tour with a band like Circus Survive. And I would much rather pay $35 to go see them than pay $35 sitting in the lawn watching Incubus. Even though I love Incubus, and I'll even say I like Incubus more than Hail the Sun. But if someone was like, you can go to this show or this show, you're going to go for free, I'd immediately go, oh, I'm going to go see Hail the Sun with Circus Survive. It's not even a question. I don't know. Like, that's just me. There's something like about like seeing a band standing in front of them, being able to almost physically touch them and being able to share that moment. Like, I'm making eye contact with this person, or like they jump in the crowd and I'm like right there. Like, people around me are feeling the same thing I am. And no matter how much fun I love going to big shows, like festivals, like even though I'm super far away, nothing beats that moment when you're sitting in front of a band, they play like Hail of Sun and plays Human Target Practice, and it's just like perfect. Like, everything just is flawless. Like, he sounds awesome. Like, all the hooks of that song just drop at the right moment, and then just chills or just run down my entire body, and I'm like, this band's got it. And finally they're playing in front of a group of kids, like one of the large group of kids he played in front of, and I'm like, these kids are gonna get this band.
Yeah.
And that, like, is I think one of the reasons why I got chills too. Is like, wow, like, they're doing it. This is so cool. And it's hard to get that same feeling, I feel like, Incubus. Although, like I said, man, I don't mean to dog on you, because dude, trust me, I love Incubus. I love At the Drive-In.
Same.
Like, they're some of my two favorite bands, and
I had a lot of fun with Incubus
$35 is not too much to see them, but it's hard for me, especially when there's other like shows going on.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not like, I don't blame you, because I get it too. Going to smaller shows is way funner. You're gonna have way more fun. Obviously, you save way more money about it too. I just think it's cool just to see those type of bands like tour together too. The bands that you like, oh, you know, it'd be so sick.
It's pretty nuts.
You know, it'd be so sick to see System of a Down
on the same stage as Incubus,
and with At the Drive-In. That's unheard of.
It borderline makes 0 sense.
It does. They're like completely different like types of genre of music, but yet they all came up around the same time.
Yeah, they have a similar message, positivity.
Yeah, I just think it's really cool.
It's cool.
But I saw that. I thought that was really dope.
Yeah, who else is playing?
I might go.
Yeah.
Clutch is opening, but they're whatever.
Gross.
Yeah. Next tour announcement.
Quicksand and
Glassjaw. I saw that. That blew my mind.
That's a hard... dude, that's going to sell out so fast.
Yeah, I definitely want to go to that.
Both those bands have like super cult followings. Mm-hmm. Amazing bands. Quicksand and Glassjaw.
When we saw Glassjaw at... what was that festival we saw at San Bernardino?
There's like no one there.
Taste of Chaos.
Dude,
that was amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That was probably one of the coolest shows.
Yeah.
Simply because Glassjaw like just brought it.
That was one of their first shows coming back. The bassist had this sick ass like short scale jazz bass. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that he played at the time. I think it was a different bassist too, because I think only the singer and the guitarist are the only original members. Okay.
And then so they have a replacement drummer and replacement bassist for that tour. I don't know if it's the same people or not, but I just remember that the bassist had a short scale jazz bass, and it was one of the coolest things ever, because
that dude ripped that thing apart.
He was just playing with his fingers, dude.
He ripped that bass apart.
And Glassjaw, dude, their bass lines
are
hard to play.
The nastiest bass lines.
And then just to let alone just to play with his fingers, I'm like, that's mad.
Just destroyed
that's insane.
Wrecked it.
But for sure, I definitely want to see Glassjaw as well as Quicksand. That'd be really dope.
Mr. Sergio on the bass.
See, Sergio Vega. Speaking of Deftones, they're actually in the studio right now.
Nice.
Gonna be writing another record.
Right on. Yeah.
Be excited for that. Yeah, that'd be really dope.
I feel like that's the only updates we have. I'm sure there's more.
We can look up some more.
Actually, you know what? Let's talk about, since we're in the news section, new Under Oath album.
Yeah.
I still haven't listened to it. I totally forgot.
No?
Yeah,
I was listening to it.
Jacob freaking that went over his head too. He's like, yeah, I haven't listened to it.
Really?
Yeah, because we went to he went with me to my doctor's appointment today.
It was it's a solid album.
Yeah,
it's okay. I like it.
There's some really good songs. Which is that one? Sync with me.
Sync with you.
Sync with you is a really great track.
That's my favorite track.
I think they do a lot of interesting stuff with the synth. They've always had synth, but some of it pops a little bit more. But in songs, it's like it's too much of a filler tracks, like a straight like verse chorus. Like one of the choruses in one of the filler tracks, I call them filler tracks just because they're like kind of whatever. Is the lyric is like, "You're the only drug that gets me high and I hate it," and it's just like he repeats that so many times.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
it gets annoying.
Yeah, it's just like some of the songs. I'm like, you guys are just filling out this album, but some of them are really great, which is what I expected. The band has been around for so long. It's like you can't make a net that there's only Chasing Safety. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
To say like, oh, you're just being negative. I'm not being negative. I'm giving constructive criticism because I feel like if you don't criticize this album, it's a good album. If you don't criticize these things, you take away from albums like Hyperview,
right?
Where a band was like a pop punk band for so long, and then you thought they were going to release another pop punk album, and then Title Fight, I'm talking about, releases Hyperview, which is a totally different reimagining of the band. It's just like amazing, and that is like I feel like I wish what Under Oath would have done almost. Although I love this album, I think it's great. I think like. It's stupid. I'm asking too much.
I think it would have been too hard for them to go to different.
I'm asking way too much, but I don't love this album, which is fine.
I think it would have been too hard for them to go to a different direction just because of like where they started off with. Where they originally started off with was obviously completely different from where they were, but like from They're Only Chasing Safety and the albums after that, they're all somewhat very similar.
So is Title Fight stuff.
But I mean,
so is Turnover stuff.
Yeah, I know. Well, their past two albums, but prior to that, there was obviously just pop punk, and obviously they went to this more upbeat, chill, dream pop type.
Dream
whatever
pop
you call
would be a good
it.
thing for
I mean?
Hyperview, but I don't think it's too hard. I just think this was the smarter album to make for Under Oath. This album is way sellable. They can definitely tour off this album with a lot of bands in that genre. This album makes sense, and there's some genuinely good tracks. Don't get me wrong, there's some genuinely good tracks. I wasn't like amazingly impressed. Like,
right.
Which what do you expect? This band's been forever. You know what? I still throw in They're Only Chasing Safety. Jam that out. I'll jam out to a few songs off this album. It's cool. Who cares? It's that band still rips it live. So
did you ever I think when they were first getting back together, or it was when Spencer was touring with Sleepwave.
Yeah.
Did you ever read that? There's an article / interview with Spencer about the years after he left or Under Oath.
No.
After Under Oath broke up, he was saying those like some of the hardest years ever, simply because like it's like I got a platinum record or whatever for one of the albums that went platinum. Yeah. He's like but then like there was a storm because he still lived in Florida, right? Mm. There's a storm that hit his area that struck a tree. I think it was a lightning strike that struck a tree and fell on his car or his house, something like that. And he's like, and I had to use all the money that I had saved in order to pretty much repay all the money for damages. He's like, after that, I just had to work and then tour pretty much consistently for the rest.
He was always on tour.
Yeah,
he was always on tour with Under Oath or Sleepwave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Spencer definitely has had a hard life, and I think it really shows in his lyrics. He's awesome. I love that guy.
I'll check it out. I think I'll like it. I'll like it more.
You'll like it. No, that's what I'm saying is like when you listen to it, you're gonna be like, you're gonna come to me and you're gonna be like, it's a good album. Why are you criticizing it? But I'm like, the only reason I criticize it is because.
Well, it's different for
because
me.
I love them.
Yeah, because
that's why I criticize them.
You kind of you grew up with them, and I could have, but I got made fun of all the time. But yeah, you grew up with him. I kind of fell in line a little bit later in life. So I understand
Cardi
that.
B came out with a new record. Sorry to segue. Nice segue. Hear that? Just right into Cardi B's.
Some Cardios.
It's another trap album. It's low key.
Put my face in her butt.
Anyways, it's an okay album. Check out that Cardi B album. More importantly, I made a playlist.
What's that playlist called?
We made a playlist.
Yeah, this is
I didn't add anything because everything that I wanted to add, or the artist that I wanted to add, you guys added. So
it was titled Soul. It was basically an album about R&B soul music, and I'm gonna play this. I feel like we were kind of forgetting a lot of that type of music. We've been doing a lot of rock, a little bit of hip hop. I thought we should do something a little weird, and it was a lot of fun. I loved it. What's your guys' favorite tracks off the soul playlist? Real quick.
I can't.
Quick plug.
You know what's
Hold
so
on.
funny?
Sorry, quick plug. You can find these playlists on Twitter. When this podcast goes up, we'll announce the playlist that's going on next week at the end of this segment. That makes sense, right? Anyways, we're gonna redo this plug. Keep going, Alec.
It's funny because like all the songs that was on this playlist, I felt like we all knew, but for me, I know all these songs, but I don't know any of the titles for them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of Shelby put a lot of hits. So we put the hits.
Well, yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Oh, me and
I was
Mrs.
like,
Jones. Dude, me and Mrs. Jones.
I haven't heard that song in forever.
The funny part was I was actually watching an episode of Scrubs.
Yeah.
And it's the part where Turk is singing that song to Carla.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, dude, I'm putting that on there.
Stand by me.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
That's
I
a
was,
banger.
I was
That was Shelby.
Yeah, I was telling Sergio that Florence and the Machine did a cover for that.
That sounds
really?
awesome.
Yeah, for one of the like most popular games right now, Final Fantasy 15.
I
That was the main track.
I really enjoyed Try Me from James Brown. James Brown. Never Too Much. And then Hard to Handle from Otis Redding.
If I ain't
Oh,
got
I didn't
yeah.
know I didn't
Otis
know so
Redding.
many people covered that song before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%,
I had no idea. I was like, oh, that's where this original song
Yeah.
was from? That's funny.
If I Ain't Got You.
I think my favorite is "Tired of Being Alone" from Al Green.
Nice, yeah.
Nina Simone's "Feeling Good." That's the title. That's the first track.
Yeah.
The first track. I don't know, something about her voice. It's so deep.
Can I
I just like. I don't know. I love
I didn't-
it.
Some
I
Stevie
love
Wonder on
Nina.
there, Superstition.
I didn't enjoy If I Ain't Got You by Alicia Keys because I've heard it so many times.
Yeah, but it was unplugged.
That's why
I
I
liked
liked
it.
Still
it.
I
didn't
liked
enjoy
it.
it that much.
Yeah.
No.
See, I haven't. I mean, I heard it a bunch like way back in the day, but
Yeah.
I
don't
I've
hear
heard
that
song.
anymore,
So
yeah.
I think
my family used to sing that song.
I just
all
think
the
I've heard
time.
it so many times in movies that I'm just like I don't care.
I don't know
Yeah.
about movies.
can't.
I just remember
know.
like sitting in the car and like my aunt is always singing. She like does that today. She was singing it at the bar the other day.
nice.
Yeah, I was like,
I don't know.
okay.
I still jammed to that song, especially like
It was cool
I,
to come
I love
on
with
the
the
first few
choir,
times.
and I love like when the dude sings at the end with her. It's great. But no, Nina Simone. I love that her. She has like such a deep, like it's almost like a baritone style voice.
Yeah.
And she does a little scat at the end.
Skitty.
Was there anything that you guys wanted to add that we did not add?
I feel like we definitely. You mentioned that
Some
track,
Ray Charles.
That
I don't know if that would count or not, but
It
that's
definitely does. It could. Yeah. How much?
Yeah.
some Ray Charles.
Yeah. But you mentioned the song off Redbone from Charles Gambino.
Awaken My Love is titled
Awaken
that
My
one.
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first track, the opening track, is Me and Your Mama.
You mean your mama? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, the
That
album's called
track-
Awaken My Love. Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you.
that track. Man, I
Yeah.
I totally forgot to put it on there.
He comes in at the end. Oh,
He opens that song
yeah.
like deep. I was just like, dang, this is
So much soul.
This is a different album.
That's actually my favorite song
Immediately.
song off that album.
Same.
Like Redbone's cool, but
That
like,
and then I think the closing track, Stand Tall.
Yep.
Those are both
Yeah.
like. I wish I could have put both of them on there. But
I
didn't.
finally-
Me and Your Mama is definitely a soul track.
I finally saw that episode you're talking about in
Oh,
Atlanta. The barbershop.
the barbershop.
Dude,
and then
you
there
need
was-
you literally need to watch Atlanta.
Yeah,
Studio.
there
It's good.
there was another one.
I haven't watched that one yet.
The one afterwards.
Yeah.
The title of the episode is Darius Be Trippin'.
Oh
The
god.
description of the episode is I would have been left. so altogether is Darius is tripping. I would have been
I know.
left.
I saw the previews
love
that it was
that.
a Darius episode. So
Yeah,
I was like, oh, this
it's
is
a
gonna be
Darius
good.
episode, and there's so many scenarios where I would have been left.
But dude,
Like,
that episode for the barbershop,
it's real.
freaking Paperboy's just trying to get a haircut.
He's
That's all he
getting-
wants
he's
to get is a
getting run out.
haircut.
There is an episode in Atlanta where they kind of just like talk about like black appreciation in a way, and just like how it's kind of turning into like this novelty for like black people, and then like it's turning into a novelty for like the faux prideful black people who are just like super prestigious and all that stuff. Like they feel like that they belong in, or like they have this role in white culture to promote black culture.
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
it's turned into a novelty, and then like there's this white guy who's hosting the party. Like he's like they when they go to order drinks and stuff like that, there's like, oh well, I would like the passion slave master passion fruit tea or something like that, but it's really just like a Long Island iced tea. And
fuck?
yeah, right.
Yeah, that
Like,
episode's
it was
kind of
dumb.
it's kind of messed up.
Like-
Like not messed up, but it's just like it's
It's turning black
It's
culture
fucking
into a
dumb.
novelty, but
Really dumb.
that's
Yeah,
just,
but they do
that's
it in
real.
a comedic, exaggerated way because
Uh-huh.
it's a show.
Yeah,
But that
it's-
is definitely an issue.
It's yeah, but it's like the way that they address it is that's totally like a commodity that is happening like now today. It's common, and a lot of people are doing it. They're just like, no, like, dude, go back. Like I hate especially like with me, is somebody telling me like you're not gonna go back to Africa. First off, I'm not from Africa. But it's
why would they say you're not gonna go back to Africa?
because like that's where my roots are from. Like I should go back to where my roots are.
Oh,
I
they
should go back
said
to my
you.
homeland.
Oh, they tell you go back to Africa.
Yeah,
Okay.
like
Sorry.
they think that I should, like that it's an experience or whatever. It's like
Oh, when they say,
Yeah.
"Oh, what? You're not gonna go back to Africa?"
yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, like there's like you go experience
Would
your roots,
you?
go do all that stuff, and I'm just like, no, just cause I'm black. Just 'cause
But yeah,
I'm
you're
colored.
Haitian. So.
Yeah, I'm not even from like Africa. It's Dominican Republic. Over
Apparently, Donald Trump said, "Hey, Haiti's a shit country."
here. Yeah,
I know, right?
I saw that. I was like, okay, but I think it's funny that like seeing all that stuff, and I'm just like, huh, okay, but that's why it's. I don't know. It's weird. That show is amazing. The show is amazing because they address. So
I
many
think it's
things.
interesting, and relatable, because like to soul music. Because soul music, I mean, how many artists
He
were
has
listed that, were
he
listed
has
that
the,
weren't black?
The "Awaken My Love"
Album in the background.
cover sitting in the background.
Yeah,
in that
it's
episode
funny.
too.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, no, the
soul
show
music.
good.
I don't know. It's just it's the struggle. That's why it's so emotional. Like it's emo.
Yeah, we
black
were
emo.
talking about that too. Like it's
It's amazing. Like,
Yeah.
you can't get that feeling unless you understand, but you can listen to it and try to understand, and it's awesome.
yeah. And one of our music teachers, we've talked about this in the past. We all shared the same music teacher. She was like, I can play jazz, I can play black music, but I can't, because she doesn't know the struggle. And like me being that kid listening to her say that, I was like,
Dope.
I don't get it, because everybody has their own
Yeah.
pains, but it was just like for her, it was just like she doesn't have that same perspective as a black person would. And then me and you kind of talked about this.
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit last episode too.
Yeah.
But I think relating back to soul music is how many amazing soul artists are white.
Not that many.
I would love.
I can't- I can't-
I want to know one.
I cannot.
I
name
can't.
one
I
off the top
can't.
of my head right
Yeah,
now.
exactly.
And I think that's what's so awesome about this playlist. Is it's just
it's all black
it's
people.
all amazing black musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, quick question, Shelby. Can you play bass?
Can you play it?
No.
I remember you tried.
I'm pretty
playing at my
sure
house
you got one in
time.
your basement.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried.
I'm pretty sure there's one in your basement.
Hey man, he's the only person that
Shelby,
actually.
go check your basement.
I don't have a basement. Oh,
Yeah,
I have a
don't-
basement.
I don't. Yeah, I don't have a basement.
No, I remember you were trying to learn how to slap bass. You were the
Yeah.
closest person of everyone I've ever tried to teach.
Yeah.
Well, he has big hands. I feel like it'd be good to slap.
Yeah,
bass.
he was just like, "How do I slap?" I was like, "You just use your thumb bone, just do this," and he
I-
kind of got it. It's just
Actually,
if he took like a whole week, he'd probably get it. But
We've
yeah,
come
funny.
so far, Shelby. Now we're just falling back into racial stereotypes.
yeah. I know, right?
Just kidding.
I don't know. But like, watch. I'll just start like playing bass like
When we
all
start
the time.
living
Yeah,
together.
when we live together.
Oh, what about the Erica Badu track? Isn't that a weird track?
Oh, which one was that?
Oh, yeah, I know.
It starts out with the intro where he's talking to a dude, and she's just like,
Can we
"Hey,
play? Can we play?
hey,
15
I'm in
seconds
a,
of it?
hey, I'm in a situation."
Oh, Next Lifetime.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that one's cool. That one snuck up on me on the drive home.
that's a weird track, bro. I love Erica Badu. She's a trip.
I was listening to it while playing Monster Hunter.
I wasn't too into.
She's a trip, bro.
The Temptations ones that much, but it was. That's just like, what I don't know. That's just me.
Like that the Erica Badu song is straight up like this dude's like, "I want to be more than a thing," and Erica Badu's like, "Homie, I'm in a situation with another man, but just like maybe in another life we could be something else."
That sucks.
Because she's
Why
all,
would you say that to
she's,
me?
She's all spiritual, bro. She's
Yeah.
crazy. She's like legit, like low key crazy.
I put the Temptations on there because I actually just got done talking to my old man, and he would always blast the Temptations like in the garage.
Yeah, this song was pretty dope.
Yeah, I've always loved her voice. I remember her doing a thing on the Chappelle Show a while back.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
this song.
like,
Yeah, I remember now. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Like
that
that.
one was pretty dope.
Like that.
It's got
border,
like the funky bass line.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love that borderline
Yeah.
like nasally voice she has.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
She's so weird. She's such a trip.
Suiting for her.
You should listen to interviews with her, dude. She's cool.
Yeah.
She's like, she's on some other shit, but like she's
on
an
some
interesting
DMT.
person. She's a very interesting person.
Some mushrooms.
I
threw some Stevie Wonder on there.
You did. What about the Aretha Franklin track? My girl Aretha.
Which one was that one again?
You make me feel.
You make me
Yeah.
feel like I'm a woman. Something like
I
that.
love that step down.
Yeah.
Like it's like flawless. To
Sounds
this
pretty
day,
good.
that step down just like low key gives me a little bit of the chilies.
I can't remember who it was, but I remember I had that CD, The Best of Aretha Franklin, in my car for a while. Back, like I think it's shortly after high school.
I don't know.
And it wasn't you guys, but it was somebody else. They were like straight up like talking shit. The fact that I had it in my car, I was like, you can get out if you want.
Like you just don't know what's up.
You can get out.
Yeah.
Like, I had a Chuck Berry CD in my
I would
car
have
forever.
stopped
Yeah.
the car and just like told him to get out. Like,
could leave.
I'm not even gonna give
You
them
could walk
a
home.
suggestion. It's like, get out.
Soul
Get
was an important era in
What would you
music.
what would you date soul? From the 50s to the 70s?
Yeah, well, that's what's so cool about soul is like there's a track I put on from like the 90s, and it's like soul to this day is
Still relevant.
is inside
Yeah.
music and it's still relevant. Like
And that's why I wanted to
like
put the Childish
Awaken My
Gambino.
Love, like Childish Gambino. That
Yeah.
is a soul song.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like you can't escape it. Alicia Keys,
Super
So-
new.
Yeah. What was the one? Aaliyah. Rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
I Don't Wanna from Friday. Well,
It's
not
all
from
it's
Friday,
all
but
over
in
too.
Friday,
Like, yeah.
When I heard I Don't Wanna, I was just like, as a kid, I think that was one of the first like like R&B / soul tracks I heard, and I was like, oh, this is
Soul
cool.
track 20 years from now. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's like still here. It's still amazing. The Weeknd. You can tell me The Weeknd isn't like has like I mean, what is R&B but a derivative of soul? Stands for rhythm and bass, but
I refuse to make a track playlist, or like not my bad. I refuse to make a Drake playlist.
Drake's he's got soul.
I refuse to do it.
I won't make a Drake playlist. I don't know.
Kendrick for sure has some soul on his Untitled album that he released like shortly after To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah.
There's this song where it's just him sitting around a campfire and it's just freestyling with a
Nice.
guy and a guitar. It's dope.
There would
I gotta show you that one. Honestly,
like
You
just like
that.
jazz was so important. I feel like soul was super important in like especially the pop music scene today. It would never be the same without people like Al Green or
Right.
Nina Simone or like
I feel like we should have put "How Could You Mend a Broken Heart" from Al Green, but
yeah, dude, you
I'll
should add it.
suffice. I'll suffice with what we had. I just didn't. I don't like doubling on artists. That's why.
What
So?
Shelby did.
Yeah. So.
I don't know.
I don't want to go and break the rules.
You want to know why I don't like it too? Is I remember one day, I think it was me, you, and Nick. We were driving in my car, and I think it was Jacob. We were going to a show, and I just had it on shuffle on a playlist, and I had like some recurring artist, and Nick made fun of me where he was just straight up talking shit about it. And ever since then, I was like, all right, I guess I can't make a playlist without recurring artists.
Okay, well, you just need to ignore what people say and just go
Yeah.
on with your life.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, that really got to me. for some
Which
reason.
Shelby looks weirded out. What? What? Read it.
It's my boss.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was just like, no. But
Gotta use some emergencies to your advantage.
All right.
That's all I gotta
yeah.
say.
But
That
there,
was
there were a lot of tracks that I did want to add.
Sure.
But I didn't.
you
add
couldn't.
them. Yeah, I purposely did not add them because I didn't want to think about my parents making.
You could have
love.
told us.
Wait, hold on. What did you just say? You didn't want to. You didn't add them because it reminded you of your parents having sex.
Yes,
That sucks.
essentially what I said. Yeah, so there were a lot of tracks on there that I was just like, no. And I'm so glad that you didn't play those tracks.
I'm glad too.
Yeah,
I don't want to like you be hearing them just in your room like, oh God,
Just having like PTSD.
that again. I didn't mean to walk in. I should have knocked.
I'm sorry.
Nah, dude.
No, Daddy, no.
like
They're not just wrestling.
my parents were like kind of exhibitionists, I guess. Like I would walk home.
I don't wanna know.
I would walk
All right,
home
that's
from
enough.
school.
That's enough.
All right,
As soon as I
Rules.
opened the door,
Thank you very much, everybody.
Man,
I
we
looked-
had
I looked to my
technical
left.
difficulties.
I just came through the door and I looked to the left.
He just came.
Why would you do that?
He just
Stop
came.
it.
we eat there.
Oh God.
That sucks, dude.
All right, name one track. Give me one. Oh, I just want to know. I want to get the full image. I want to get the full image. I need to picture the music going on. What was the?
Can
what
you
was
show
the-
me a picture of your
what-
mom and your dad?
Okay, now this got really weird.
Next topic.
Service show.
On that note, the show's over. No,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
What's the playlist for next week?
I was-
Shelby's parents' bang jams.
I'm over here crying now.
Do you guys want to do a Feels album?
We already did that.
Nah,
Did we?
what I suggested to Sergio
Almost.
was doing
Very similar.
Yeah, but we didn't really title it. Like we didn't. That wasn't the sole.
the feels.
Yeah.
I mean, like
He's
if
got
I-
a good idea.
Yeah, what I was
Take it away,
suggesting
Shelby.
Sergio was that
This
we
goes
do
along with you.
an acoustic playlist.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna do like a all
Three-way-
three of us. We're gonna collaborate.
We're gonna go 3-way.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Why do you gotta make it gay?
I.
What's gay about
It's
three-ways?
my idea, so
You said
I'm on
three-way.
top.
So.
He also made it gay.
And
No, I just said I'm on top.
and
What?
I'll be at the bottom, but I'm also very powerful.
So what does that make me?
I'll be pumping out the power ballads.
Sergio's a power bottom.
That's not what I said.
You
I
said
said
said you'd be on the bottom.
Said
I
you're
got
at the
the
bottom.
back, and I'm gonna be pushing out the power ballads.
Anyways, yeah. So all three of us are planning on doing an
This
acoustic
day-
playlist. We're gonna collaborate with each other.
I
and
want an
just,
acoustic version of Dayman
listen,
on
listen
there.
to some strings. Yeah. And if we can find Dayman, then I'm
strings?
down. Yeah. So like,
Ooh, does acoustic? Can I put like
No.
violin music on there?
well, no, that's a different playlist. I just
Okay.
want. I just
That'd
want to
be
do
like more
acoustic.
classical, huh?
I just want to do acoustic.
Okay.
I'm down to do strings one day.
If
Throw some
okay,
Lindsey
here's,
Stirling
Oh,
on
dude.
there.
here's the
Okay.
thing: is if it's
Alice in Chains, Rotten, not Rotten Apple, but the Jar album. That does that count as acoustic? Because that's an acoustic album. Everything's all acoustic.
sure, it's acoustic.
Damn.
Like as long as it's stripped down, like
Oof.
that's what I'm saying. Like violin
Oof.
would work if it was like violin and a singer. That would to me would be acoustic. If it has like 10 violins, or like a violin and cello and all this stuff, it's like orchestra. But if you have like very simplistic,
Yeah, that's like a string quartet.
yeah.
Okay.
But if you're, it's like a
So
when I think
acoustic guitar, acoustic bass, and then like dumbed down drums.
When,
does
when, I,
that
when I
count?
think acoustic, it's like you got that person and an instrument, and then that's it.
that's not really.
That's not
acoustic.
necessarily acoustic.
Because,
I
like-
know, but that's what I'm saying. That's like usually what I think what acoustic
Yeah.
is.
Okay.
Like,
I when I think acoustic, maybe it's just like a stripped down, like
yeah, it's completely stripped down.
and it has to have like a live sound. So basically, like Incubus has done like live sets,
Yeah.
or Nirvana live sets. You can put one of those on there.
MTV Unplugged.
MTV Unplugged because it's straight like acoustic bass, acoustic
Yeah.
guitar,
Yeah.
drums with the brush. That's acoustic.
Yeah, there you go. I'm cool with that.
So just anything in that
Nothing like
large,
super promotional or whatever. Just,
Nothing with like a large production, like
Yeah.
very small, very simple. I got some
This
tracks.
is gonna be
I got some
fun.
tracks for you.
I got
cool.
some tracks.
Yeah,
too.
I got a few.
You guys, what's his name?
How many tracks is this
Remember.
playlist gonna be? Because it's the three
Like
of us.
30.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. We'll just make it
There are
whatever.
people who do like 90 tracks on their playlist.
pick,
Have you seen that?
Pick the songs you want, and we'll do the songs that we want to do. And
Alec, you're gonna have to like text us the songs.
I know.
Alec doesn't have Spotify because he's a pleb.
Do you want to get kicked
No,
again?
Why did that insult you so much? Like,
no, it was like such a weird insult. I was like, that was
you were legit offended.
that is like the weak Twitch insult. That's why I use that. Because if you're not a subscriber in someone's stream, you're a pleb.
like
Because
Alec-
you can't use the special emojis.
like Alec was legit.
That's all it is.
So you're a
like,
pleb. Yes.
I'm a pleb.
He seriously like wanted to hit you. He was like,
He looked at me like he wanted to destroy my face.
he's like, he was
I
so
always
he
do.
was so tired of it.
You're a pleb too, Shelby. So why do you know why you're laughing?
Because it's funny to me that Alex is getting pissed off. And I was just imagining him beating the shit out of you when we moved together.
Probably would happen. It's probably gonna happen. It's probably like live on the stream, so it'll be on forever. Alex just gonna whoop my ass.
You just see Alec just like leap across the table. He's like, I'm tired of your shit. just
10
Tired of your shit,
years,
Sergio. Put on
10
those
years.
fucking gloves. Put on those motherfucking gloves
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
we're gonna have boxing gloves. It's gonna be a thing.
I have
Dude,
my.
I'm too old for that shit.
You're not old.
Too old and too fat.
We're all the
All
same
right,
age.
anything else? We got I'm the oldest.
Old.
By a month.
The month
No.
it's been a rough month.
What have we
It
been
always
listening to?
is.
Yeah, what is everybody listening to?
What have I been listening to?
my God.
Cardi B.
I'll start
Under Oath.
first.
So.
I had my classmate recommended. We were just talking before class. He recommended this artist. This like, not I don't know if you could call him a singer songwriter, but he's definitely just like a solo artist. He goes by the name Eden, Eden. Very electronic, poppy-esque artist. It was really cool. The album that he recommended was "I Think You Think Too Much of Me." It's pretty much just like about like a relationship, broken relationship, how it falls apart, the good parts, the bad parts. Really fucking cool. Feels, major feels. I definitely recommend it for, especially you. I think you would like it.
Yeah,
Jacob liked it a lot.
Send it to me, bro.
I don't know if you would like it, but I definitely recommend it. It's called I Think You Think Too Much of Me, and the artist's name is Eden, Eden. It's all capital letters.
Nice.
So, just thought I'd throw that out there.
Quick shout out because I went to the circus show. Although I talked a lot about A Hail of Sun who opened, there was a band in the middle called Foxing, amazing band. They played a new track that night, and it was
Bonkers.
awesome. It was so good.
Yeah,
It was
I know you're
so
telling me
good.
about that.
So keep a lookout for the band Foxing. They're most likely in the studio, most likely going to be releasing new music because they played 3 new songs.
I thought they went on hiatus for a while.
I thought so too. They got
Yeah.
a new keyboardist. She's a girl. She does backups. She sounds awesome.
Yeah,
That band sounds great live, dude. I've never seen them live. I was like, this band is like, because they're so ambient.
yeah.
It translates live very well.
I know their Audio Tree sessions were amazing.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, dude, it sounds amazing live. So Foxing, check them out. Look for the new music. That's what I've been listening to, really.
I really wanted to see them too. I've been wanting to see Foxing for a minute.
Yeah. Sure you did. But you didn't go, did you?
No, I didn't.
Just kidding, dude. I'm just giving you junk, bro.
Sure.
There'll be more time. They're releasing a record.
Yeah, that's true. You can see them when they tour on that. Anything else, guys?
Shelps.
Oh man, what am I listening to?
Besides the screams of the
What were you
innocent-
playing in the
Besides
car?
the screams of the innocent as you suck their blood.
What were you playing in the car? Because that was cool. And I know it was all just like instrumental.
Innocence. I've been listening to a few of those artists. Hold on, because I listen to just like a collaborative playlist, and I'm not. Shut up. Stop talking.
He's a day walker.
Why are you talking?
Get it right.
Bojet.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the album called or a playlist called? Is it a
The
public playlist?
Chill Squad.
Chill Squad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
So it's
Yeah.
just a bunch, still a bunch of chill pop.
Yeah, chill hop.
Okay.
Because I just been listening, but like Bojet, there's another artist on here, Judo, Rude. I actually talked to you guys about Rude a while back, and they were on this playlist as well. There's a couple tracks by Vague on here that I like, and Killed Myself. Yeah, I like that one.
Okay.
Yeah. No, seriously.
I'm just playing. No, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
good.
the name. That's the name of the artist. Artist is
intense.
Killed
That's
Myself,
funny.
and
Yeah.
the track,
CKY.
which is actually like my favorite track on this playlist, is called "That Kindled Look in Her Eyes," and the artist is called Killed Myself.
Cool.
But yeah. There's been like quite a few things that I've been listening to for chill hop. I did listen to Under Oath. We were talking about that, and then I started listening to. Yeah, no, I think that's pretty much it because
Yeah.
I've been listening to like Deer Hunter and
The Deer Hunter or Deer Hunter?
There's a big difference.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
The Deer Hunter.
Yes.
That's chill.
Yeah,
Anything for you, Sergio?
I really need to pee.
I never heard of that band.
Isn't Japanese Breakfast like doing something new?
No, we just played.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's what it was.
Yeah. Japanese breakfast just played. Turnstile.
Concerts
turnovers
near
this month.
you. Japanese Breakfast. April 17th.
Oh, I'm seeing Chromeo tomorrow, but that'll be on next week's.
Oh wait, it's still coming.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
if it's sold out. Right here
Probably.
live. We're about to find out if I'm gonna go see Japanese breakfast.
It says.
I'm
find
pretty sure
tickets.
that sold out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure that sold out.
On sale for about 2 months. Club capacity is 500. Doors open at 20 or 20.
If you buy tickets, 2 tickets right now, I'll pay you back and I'll go with you. It'll be a date.
A mandate.
Dun dun.
It's sold
dun,
out.
Dun,
Told
dun,
you.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun. Yep. All right, we're not seeing Japanese breakfast this month, but if
Tickets
you
were
got,
like $20 though. That's
if
why.
you got tickets at the Glass House, they're playing. That's really sick. That band's awesome. If not, check them out. Listen to them. We've talked about them a bunch of times. Love that band. Heck yeah. Anyways, I think that's it for tonight. I was your host, sort of. My name's Sergio.
My name's Alec.
This is Shelby.
And thank you for listening tonight.
Yep.
Please go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch TV, YouTube at fan.addicts, fan_addicts. You'll love us. We're like just peachy.
And guess what? The playlist, acoustic playlist, is going to be up with this episode on Thursday. So listen to that, and guess what we're talking about next week? That playlist. And guess what? Also, guess what? Guess what?
What?
It's collaborative. So.
Oh, it's you get to have like all three of our taste on it, so it's not.
Is it pretty dope?
And
it's not just gonna be like one person.
If you want to be a troll and add some SpongeBob tracks in there, go for it.
Yeah.
Good night.
CAPFR.
That was horrible.